As an adult male, is it weird to come out of the shower naked in front of your parents? My almost 15-year-old son yells, "Don't look at me, I'm naked," as he walked from the bathroom to his room. But me personally, I would never. It just depends on how his family is about nudity. If someone grew up without nudity being made shameful, sexual, it makes sense that they wouldn't care if they're naked with their family. Some families are naked kinda families. They're just comfortable with nudity, and the kids are raised in a household where people are comfortable with it, and they tend to be. Do you mean naked as with a towel around you, or just walking through the house with the meat slapping around? Weird as in atypical? Sure, but I don't think that's a problem though. It's not like he's helicoptering in front of kids at Disney World. There's not really anything inherently sexual or bad about being naked. So if he and his family are fine with it, cool. Depends on the angle of the dangle. Walks out of the bathroom naked, "Sup mom?" My husband does this. Honestly was very jarring for me. But one thing I appreciate about him is he is much less self-conscious and convention-bound than I am, and has little to no body shame, which is really precious in our culture. I don't see anything wrong with being naked. I think it's completely natural, and I think it's really stupid that we treat it as such a taboo thing. That said, it also costs me $0 to respect other people's boundaries and make them comfortable. I'm not gonna sit here and fight for my right to be naked whenever I want. It's just not a hill I care to die on. I grew up like this. Nudity is nothing sexual for me. It is just not wearing clothes. My parents and also me would consider it perfectly normal to walk around the house after a shower. At the request of my kids, I stopped walking nude from the bathroom to my bedroom, because they weren't too hot about it for a time. Now that they are a bit older, they themselves are more relaxed about it. And I do really enjoy giving my skin 10 minutes to completely dry after I took a shower. So I'm happy I don't need to put on damp clothes in the bathroom. On the other hand, I'm German. My city has a part of its biggest park where people sunbathe nude. We can see nudity on primetime TV, sometimes even in soap commercials, and most people don't bat an eye at the thought of going to a sauna, which is about relaxing and making your skin sweat as much as possible, not very erotic. So as an outside perspective, I do find it slightly amusing that many people consider nudity as something sexual in itself. Just to add another viewpoint when you associate nudity with sexuality. Forget about that for a thought experiment. Think about the cultures where seeing a woman's hair is considered a sexual thing. Those people could ask you, "Isn't it weird to walk around with everyone being able to see your hair?" And you might think, what? Because you do not consider it something sexual, just as many people don't consider nudity in itself sexual. Fun fact at the side. For me, it is sexy to wear stuff and hide part of the body with the right clothes. In the end, it's all just a matter what we grew up with and how we connect things. Depends on the family and the culture. I know that in Japan, for instance, families will bathe together far longer than most Western families, and if you're at a public bathhouse, then you're gonna be naked in front of total strangers. Whatever you do, don't accept an offer to go to the sauna in Sweden. I will wear my sports bra and like shorts or like t-shirt and just panties, and I have teen sons. But I have been a single mom a good portion of their life. It's like all of a sudden they weren't little. They walk around in their boxers. That's as far as we go. I grew up in a family where our bodies were nothing to be ashamed of, and our bodies weren't necessarily sexualized, so being naked in front of your mom or your grandma or something like that was pretty normal for me growing up. Some families are comfortable with nakedness and some aren't. It's neither right nor wrong. A body is a body. It's the mind that sexualizes the body. My mother watched me birth both my children. My mother always walked around the house naked when I was a child. She has showered me following surgeries. I am a nurse. I have showered thousands of bodies, including my mother when she was injured. It's just a body. As a Finn, I have no problem coming out of shower naked in front of my dad or brothers. After all, in Finland, almost all families go in sauna naked together. In America, yes. For most of the rest of the world, no. I mean, families bathe together in Japan. Public baths are a thing in Europe still, I believe. And overall nudity is just less of a big deal in Europe. It's not common, but there is a subculture of nudism, where being naked around your family is about as normal as wearing anything else. Yes. So unless they're just casual nudists, then I find it to be odd.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.